Live on St. Patty's Day, it's noon, and this is news that you can use from YAA with your hosts, Zach and Ray. Neither of which are Irish.
That's A-OK, Pops. Here's the deal. We're going to talk about Toyota and them slashing production, all sorts of challenges being faced in the automotive industry, and new projections about vehicles lost from production as a result of the chip shortage, but also as a result of the war in Ukraine. But before we get into any of that, gotta just remind everyone, we're doing a promo.
Okay.
Save 20% if you join YAA. Just use the code LUCK at checkout. Click on Get Premium Membership. Scroll down. Type in LUCK. Not Luck 20.
Just luck.
Just Luck. Just like that. Hit apply and get your premium membership. So please, if you're going to join, it runs from a week from today to the 24th. But Pops.
Yes.
Let's jump over. Justin actually wrote up an awesome update this morning.
Yes. He's a busy man.
Every morning, Justin jumps on these things. Here we go. The chip shortage update. Let me toss this in the chat in case anyone wants to read along with us. Sorry, a moment of inception. Look at that inception, Pops.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Before we do that, can we just say, hey, Leon, we're sorry to hear about your wife's car being totaled. Hopefully she's okay and everybody in your family's okay. And well, it's okay that you're a premium member because we're here to help.
No, Leon, super bummed. I'm glad to hear. I think, okay. Okay, she's okay.
Good.
Glad she's okay. Scary stuff.
Yes.
Really, really scary stuff. Alan just joined on Friday for a year. Congrats. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Alan.
All right, let's jump over, Pops, to the latest news.
Yes.
This all just came out this morning. Ukraine war and worsening chip shortage could cut 2.6 million vehicles from production this year. Auto industry analysts at S&P Global significantly lowered their light vehicle production outlook, citing the fragility of the world's economy and the automotive supply chains. The forecasters downgraded their 2022 and 2023 global light vehicle production forecast by 2.6 million units for both years, down to 81.6 million and 88.5 million. Now, this comes on the heel of.
Oh, but wait, there was one more line that was
I'm gonna pull that up, but this comes on the heel of last week.
Yes.
Not even last week, Monday.
Monday.
What am I talking about?
Yeah.
3 days ago.
Yeah.
Because we literally update this page in real time.
Yeah. Well, quasi real time.
When the news comes out,
Yeah.
Automotive News from Auto Forecast Solution increased their global production loss rate by 42%. These are not good headlines. And yes, Dad, why don't you go ahead and read that?
But see, the worst case scenario forecast shows possible reductions of up to 4 million units this year. And if I was a betting man, and God knows I am, and there's any number of casinos in Vegas and Atlantic City that will verify that I'm a betting man and a losing one most of the time.
Would they take a prop bet on this is the question.
Well, if
Over
I were,
under,
if
do we
I
lose
were
4
a betting
million?
man, it's going to be more than the 2.6 million. It might even be more than the 4 million.
We've got here in total, S&P thinks nearly 25 million vehicles will be removed from light vehicle production between now and 2030.
Now, do they give a reason why they'll be removed? If it's 25 million, I mean,
they think it's continued supply chain issues.
Well, I would think at a certain point the supply chain issues.
Dad, it's like a what's it called?
Could some of it be that the manufacturers are just deciding to build fewer cars?
It's that, Dad. What's that called?
Drip?
It's a ripple effect.
Drippy ripple.
It's a ripple effect.
It's a ripple.
I don't think we quite yet understand the full ramifications of what's happened.
Ripple.
All right, then Toyota.
Yeah.
The other headline this morning was Toyota.
Yes, I read that. Yes.
After struggling to reach its goals of getting production back to near normal, the ongoing semiconductor chip shortage has forced Toyota to be more realistic. Toyota announced it has slashed April production targets by 150,000 vehicles to a total of 750,000. In the fiscal first quarter of 2022, Toyota estimates that production will average about 800,000 vehicles a month, down from the previous forecast of 900,000 vehicles a month. The quote from Toyota says, "Up until now, we have conducted recovery production with tremendous efforts from the various relevant parties. However, due to the part shortage, we've had to make repeated last-minute adjustments to production plans, and this has imposed considerable burdens on production sites, including those of suppliers." I read the Automotive News article. Yeah. Part of their justification for this was we're trying to push too hard, and we're actually hurting our staff, we're hurting ourselves. We just can't simply produce as many vehicles as we want.
Yes, and I think that's probably true.
Absolutely, it's
Yeah,
true.
you can't push people beyond their limits on a daily basis and expect the quality to continue to be there and expect there not to be any safety issues. So at a certain point, I believe you have to put a price on safety. You have to put a
Absolutely.
price on your people.
And-
what are they worth to you?
And that's exactly what Toyota's saying is we're not going to push,
Yeah.
and it's going to be fruitless. Like we don't even have the parts, we don't even have the supplies.
There's too much going on. And then
On top of all that, and this was also devastating news, an earthquake has closed 3 semiconductor plants. Japanese manufacturer Renesas has suspended chip production at 3 plants in Japan after a 7.4 magnitude earthquake rattled the Pacific Ocean floor just off the coast. The company does not know when production might resume at 2 of their factories. Production has resumed at the 3rd. The plants make chips for automotive, industrial, and electrical use. This includes the production of chips for AC/DC electrical power conversion, which is essential for EV charging. When we get flack that the titles of the videos change, that we're flipping and we're not.
we're just
No
reporting the news.
one had. I mean, did anyone know there was going to be an earthquake?
No, at least not when. At least they couldn't have predicted the day.
Yeah.
Will there be another earthquake in California? Someday. Can I tell you what day? Absolutely not. Will there be another earthquake in Japan?
Absolutely.
Someday. Can we tell you exactly when? No, but these things happen and they impact everything that goes on.
Now, one other thing that happened, Dad, and I'm going to pull up, we had it on the community. Let me find it really quick. Can you vamp?
Well, sure.
You're not doing a great job.
Well,
Usually you're.
I want you to know that Warren and I had a lovely dinner last night.
All right. So the other
Okay.
thing that we do know.
Yes.
Fed raises rates and promises rate increases every 6 weeks for the rest of the year. Justice posted this back on the YAA community forum, which
every 6 weeks.
I should mention. We have now a Canadian section. So if you're in Canada, we only have 2 posts in here. And we got to respond to Hector because Black Book has a Canadian Black Book. But anyway, interest rates have gone up. And I saw in the chat here, Dad, we had a comment from Short Round.
Yeah.
Ray and Zach, since the Fed increased interest rates, how will that affect the normal consumer with regards to car loans and
you're going
other
to pay
things?
more?
Yeah.
You're going to pay more. Your payments are going to go up. The interest rates are going to go up. It's just that simple. Cars that aren't affordable now are going to become even less affordable moving forward. And if there's going to be rate increases every 6 weeks, well, that puts a premium on doing something in the next 6 weeks before the next rate increase. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that could have a negative impact on future sales of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
Now, Igor, let us know which casino you put this bet in for.
Yeah.
He says 5 to 7 million vehicles will be lost to production by the end of the year, and I predicted this from the beginning of the year.
Yes, you
and
did.
I'm sticking with my prediction. I got money riding on this bet. Seriously, was it Caesars? Was it the Borgata?
Was it BetMGM?
BetMGM could have been them. Could have been Win. The Win. You let us know.
Yeah, it's probably some firm in London.
All right, we've got here from Giovanni, bought a used car yesterday, a beater, to hold me over for the next year while I wait for the hybrid Tundra availability. I don't think it'll take that long, but lack of parts are getting worse and worse. Exactly. As we were talking about, Toyota is struggling now.
Yes.
Cox Automotive.
Yes.
I absolutely, appreciate.
We are just so chock full of the most current news and
this came out
stats today.
Just yesterday.
Yeah.
Prices, new vehicle supply edged higher. Prices,
Yeah.
I think they have a typo in their headline. It should be new vehicle supply edged higher, prices dipped again. This is for new vehicles.
Yeah.
New vehicle inventory edged higher in the last 2 weeks of February, though days supply fell from January, according to Cox Automotive analysis of V-Auto available inventory data.
Mm-hmm.
Prices slipped again, staying at below 45,000. We'll hit on that in a second.
Yeah,
Can you
not much
explain?
below.
Can you explain
Yeah.
how inventory could have gone up and days supply could have gone down?
Well,
That would insinuate increase in demand, correct?
Well,
What is day supply? Let's start there.
day supply is the number. If they didn't get any more cars, it's the number of days it would take them to sell the cars that they have.
A dealership to sell
Yeah,
cars.
and I scrolled down and I looked at some of the numbers, and I'm not buying them.
I agree with you. And let's break that down in a second.
Okay.
But Cox is saying inventory went up, day supply went down. That means the only thing that could possibly mean is their data says to them there was increased consumer demand in February over January. Everyone else we've talked to has said that's the opposite. That January and February are very slow.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. And when you, I mean, we just know from the comments that we get
Yep.
in the community, from everything that we see, that dealers are struggling for inventory. And so much of the alleged inventory is in transit inventory that is already spoken for.
Yep.
So to suggest, as they have in some of their numbers, that the day supply of, I think for like Subaru was like, they showed 20 some day supply. They're probably really at a 4 or 5 day supply, because every comment you see is the Subaru dealers don't have any cars. So how could their day supply be so high?
100% agree. 100% agree. Let's look at the data that Cox has presented. And also, I see in the chat the comments about the Canadian sector. Just go to joinyaa.com/community. Click on Canada. That's where
click
we're
on an A.
Click on A.
Yeah. Click on Canada, eh?
So, okay, let's talk about the prices slipping, because let's hit on that first, and then
Yeah.
we're going to jump down to the day's supply,
Yeah.
and we're going to pressure test it a little bit.
Yeah.
Prices slip again. The average listing price or asking price dropped by the end of February to $44,704, a decrease from the revised end of January price of $44,814. So about the same. Still, that price was 12% above where it was in February of last year. The non-luxury average listing price was down to $41,572. That's insane. That's
down
insane.
to that
average transaction price, what people
Yes.
actually paid, also decreased again in February to $46,085, according to Kelley Blue Book, after reaching a record in December of 2021. Still, prices are elevated, with average transaction prices about $5,000 higher in February than
they
it
were
was a year ago.
Yeah. Yeah, which is, and I'm sorry, you non-luxury vehicles at $41,000. That
That's
sounds like
insane.
a luxury price to me.
It does to me too. All right, let's look at day supply of inventory and let's pressure test this.
Yeah.
National days supply by brand. Cox Automotive says Kia has the least amount of inventory with a 19-day supply. So if all Kia dealers didn't get another new car, they would run out of vehicles in 19 days. Lexus 20, Toyota 20.
Yeah.
Let's just take go ahead.
Just out of curiosity, last night I went to my old mini store.
Yeah.
To see what they had in stock.
Like on their website, you mean?
Like on their website. And they had, if I remember correctly, it was 3 cars in stock and 4 in transit or something like that.
That math don't pencil.
Well, it doesn't bode well for any of the employees there on the sales side of things being able to make a living.
100%.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that we're working on, and I'm going to pull this up on the screen just for a second here, is we're working on, this is on our development server, so it's going to be a little slow, a little buggy. We're working on an in-transit tag for vehicles that are in transit. So let me just go to new vehicles for a second here.
Yeah, because the used ones typically
there you go.
In transit,
not in transit. This one's going to be one that's actually on the dealer's lot.
Yeah.
In transit, not in transit. I'm talking to the team if we can also add it as a filter. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention too that the team I overheard yesterday. They're thinking about adding estimated gas price to the listing as well, based on
what would the estimated fuel cost for the vehicle?
Fuel cost, yeah,
based on current
gas prices.
That's a great idea.
I agree. Let's take a look though. It said, Cox says, Kia has a 19-day supply. It says Lexus 20, Toyota 20, Subaru 21.
Yeah.
All right, so let's pressure test this. Let's say new. And let's say make. What do you want to do? You want Kia, Lexus, Toyota,
Subaru? Because I don't know of any Subaru dealer that has cars.
Subaru.
Yeah.
Now we can't get the day supply of all Subaru. We got to choose a make. You want to do Outbacks, Ascents? We can do all 3. Let's do all 3. We'll do the Legacy first.
Yeah.
If I scroll down.
Yeah.
I can see that there's a 49-day supply nationwide of Legacies.
Yeah.
I can maybe buy that. The Legacy is not that popular.
Yeah, it's the least popular.
Yep. Let's take a peek at the Outback. Says a 40-day supply, Dad.
I'm not
buying that either. Because it must be a ton of them are in transit.
Yeah, like
all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. There's no way there's that big of a supply. Let's look at the Ascent.
Go to a local dealer. Go to Fitzgerald.
Well,
Subaru.
let's look. Let's see. Maybe this one is in transit. Oops. in transit. See, this is why we need to add the in transit tag.
Yeah.
And that's why the team's working on it, obviously,
Yeah.
because this isn't actually there.
No. And
it should be taken out of the day supply of inventory.
Because it's not in inventory. Day supply of inventory is, well, the number of vehicles that are on the ground and how long it would take to sell them if they didn't get another car. Well, this isn't inventory that's on the ground. It might be on the ground somewhere. It's not inventory that's on the ground at the dealership.
Yep.
So yeah, what's the old phrase? Liars figure and figures lie.
Yeah, something like that.
You can make the figures or the stats say whatever you want them to say. But the truth of the matter is, if you start going on dealers' websites and you look at literally if you type in Mini of Towson,
all right,
just do that.
Let's do it. Again, our dev site, we got in transit. It's coming soon. I wish we had it right now. Nope.
No, Mini. Okay.
This is where you used to manage this dealership.
I did. There was a time. Okay. Click on new. Click on new inventory. Scroll down. Okay. On the lot 4.
Wow.
In transit 4. That's how you tell what a dealership has. Okay.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Now I want to look over here.
So literally they have 4 cars on the ground to choose from.
You couldn't have even imagined it getting this bad, could you?
No, never.
Mini hardtop 4-door. How's that sound?
Sure.
Yeah, because we got an 80-day supply. And there's no way. There's absolutely no way. Let's see if this one marked is actually. Yeah, this is Mini of Montgomery County seller.
Well, I looked at their website and they have cars.
New arrival. Interesting.
Yeah. Go to new vehicles and we'll get the same thing. They have 47 cars in stock.
Wow.
And 52 in transit.
Wow.
Now the 52 in transit could be over the next 120 days.
Yeah.
Okay. Or 90 days. But yeah, here Igor said most Subaru dealerships that I know have less than 10 new cars in stock. It's there is not a 21-day supply of new Subarus. There might not even be a 21-day supply of new Subarus at Subaru where they're building the damn things.
I know, it's scary, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the chat for a little bit here, Pop. Short round with a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Ray and Zach, follow-up.
Yeah.
So if interest rates increase, does that mean used and new car prices will come down since no one will buy them?
It could. That's a possibility.
I wish we could draw on this because we'd put the supply and demand chart up there to be like
it'll make cars less affordable for more people. But if there's still a shortage of cars, those that can afford the higher prices will probably still continue to buy cars. It'll just take some people out of the market altogether because it's no longer affordable. That's just a guess. It's not but if they're going to raise interest rates every 6 weeks, then the 6 weeks between the 6 week interval between those rate increases becomes important for anybody who is a payment buyer.
Definitely.
Which is about 90% of the people.
Which is all of us. We all think about the payment. I want to just comment here really quickly. We've got from Leon.
Yeah.
Our Subaru dealer is strictly no additional dealer markup. That's why they have no inventory. That's the irony and sick irony of this is that if you actually treat your customers well and you're not being hoggish,
keep being your customer.
But the issue is then you have no inventory.
Yes.
And so I don't envy anyone who has to buy a car, and I honestly don't even envy the dealers that are playing fair, playing nicely.
Yes.
Because they're trying to do the right thing, but it's they run out of vehicles.
Yes.
Tyler mentioning here, most dealers are putting up the cars in transit to show more inventory on websites. Yeah,
of course they are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kevin wants to know how long will prices be inflated before people just quit buying? I don't know. We started stopbuyingcars.com like a year ago now.
It was a while ago. Yeah.
I mean, we need people to stop buying cars.
Yeah. That I catch flack every time I say this, but consumers control the market in the sense that if consumers stop buying,
Yep.
that impacts the market and it impacts the sellers. And if there's less people for them to sell to, then the greater likelihood in order to make a sale, they'll be willing to discount it. If there's no shortage of buyers, if consumers keep showing up wanting to buy, then there's less likelihood for the seller to want to discount it.
I'm gonna find this really quick. Bloomberg Wealth. I saw this on Twitter and I want to pull it up because I'm Bloomberg.
Well, that still isn't going to work because you got to make the Bloomberg one word.
All right, I'll share my screen here so everyone can see what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
So I saw this on Twitter this morning.
Yeah.
Bloomberg Wealth. Let me click on that. They posted a thread.
Yeah.
Yachts.
Not a do.
Interest rates.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Man, they post a lot.
Well, they can.
Bloomberg
They're
Wealth.
Bloomberg.
Bloomberg Wealth.
Yeah.
Come on, Bloomberg. You're making me look bad at this point.
Well,
Holy cow, they're busy. They were posting about how used car prices are now like appreciating. Here you go.
Yeah.
Move over real estate. Used car prices are surging. They're talking about how you can turn a profit.
Yes.
Buying and selling used cars.
Yes.
Now we've obviously been tracking the Black Book numbers week over week, and still on the wholesale side, we're seeing used car prices come down. I guess I'm sitting here kind of wondering, this is BS.
Yeah.
That's BS.
Yes.
Used car prices on the wholesale side are kind of going out. Like, if you absolutely had to buy right now, would you take what one of our members recently did, buy a beater and hang out for a year? You still factory ordering? Like, I'm wondering. I'm getting a little lost. Like, what do you do?
I would do what Igor suggested the other day.
Yeah,
and that is go in and offer 10 to 12% off what they're asking
on a used vehicle.
On a used vehicle,
yeah.
and on a new vehicle, offer $700, $800 below MSRP. Now, obviously, there's certain brands out there. There's certain models, some of the least expensive models. When we did a video the other day, that in some of these models, there's only like $300 or $400 worth of markup built into the car from dealer invoice to MSRP. So, those type of cars, you're not going to be able to get a discount on, but you'll never get what you don't ask for. So you have to at least ask. You have to listen. The dealers are playing the game. They're asking for more.
Yep.
Okay. Well, conversely, we as consumers need to play the same game. We need to ask for less.
It's a shame that you have to play the game, but it is what it is.
That's called negotiation. So you start here. Somebody starts here. Somebody else starts
a little lower, getting frame,
and then you work towards what I used to call nirvana, where everybody could be happy. Okay, and so that's now. Are there dealers out there that won't negotiate? Absolutely. There's some dealers that are just so piggish that they're going to hold for every dollar. But there's others that are more reasonable.
Let's just for a second remind everyone. We're doing the 20% off if you become a YAA member. Just use the code LUCK when you go to check out. The reason I want to bring that up is because if you go to the YAA community forum, because finding the right dealerships to work with, see, people are posting all the time, and we've got a team here to support Canada right there. But I want to click on dealership reviews.
Yes.
We're up to 170 dealership reviews. And then you can click through, and thank you, Justice, for doing this. You can
we
then
say this every time.
I know. I thank him every single time because I appreciate it. It's a huge value. You get the actual spreadsheet that you can then sort. Okay, so if you're looking for a dealership, you can see who went where, and you can keep track of everything.
And
right
you can
there.
actually read the reviews from our members.
Okay, so that's the way that we have figured out that we can help, plus the live chat and the phone calls and the market price reports and everything like that. So please take a peek there.
Yes.
Now, jump to the chat for just a second, and we've got a pretty good, really, you've got to be kidding me, that we have to pull up today. But let's see here. Bill says, why does one Toyota dealer have so many more Tundras than another local dealer? Same question with Mini of Towson versus Mini of Montgomery County. Why such a disparity between dealerships?
It's a turn and earn system. The quicker you turn them, the quicker you earn them.
So that's still in place?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fair enough. Enough. We've got Neil saying our cars that are spoken for counted as part of day's supply. Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
And it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Tony says, do you think all these markups are breaking their business relationships with local dealers in the next coming years? Yeah, I think dealers are burning bridges with customers, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, customers can be like elephants and have really long memories, and they should.
Yeah.
I think I said it yesterday. It becomes a moral dilemma. Who do you want to reward? Those that have been open, honest, and transparent with you, or those that lied to you? If in my world, you reward those that have been open, honest, and transparent, and you tell the other ones to go screw themselves.
in a very polite way.
Yes, and you do that by never showing up at their dealership again.
Bill says my local dealer is not marking up over MSRP. Love it.
Good.
Post that on the forum. Share that information.
Please let the world know who they are.
First Last wants a mug.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I got a bunch in front of me.
You do.
Shoot me an email.
Allegedly, you gave me one. I don't know what the hell ever happened to it. I never took it.
Base says word is spreading about good dealerships and they're being slammed with orders. Some are now limiting to local buyers. Well, yeah,
which makes sense, and I can appreciate why they would do that, because they want to take care of their local customers, the ones that are going to do service business with them in the future.
Yep. Holy cow, Mr. Brightstar saying a brand new Kia Carnival is around $36,000 and a used one can be $60,000. That's insane.
Yeah. What would be insane is if somebody actually paid the $60,000.
Alice wants to know, my lease will be up soon. Paperwork says, quote, estimated residual value. Will the dealer try and ask for more, or is that the exact price?
It's not an estimated. The residual value is the residual value, and that's what you can buy it for at the end.
One more comment here from Tide. With interest rates going up, does that mean the floor plan costs for dealers are also going up?
Oh, absolutely, because they finance the cars, so that gives the dealer another reason to maybe want to move the car quicker so that they're not paying all that extra interest on having the car sit. Now, truth of the matter is there's not a lot of new car inventory out there right now, so they're not paying a lot on their new cars, but they're paying on the used cars. Most dealers do not pay cash for any of their inventory. And if a dealer has $4, $5, $6 million worth of used car inventory, it doesn't make sense to just leave the car sitting there having it cost you money every day. Of
course not. Yeah. So floor plan costs, especially on used inventory, are about to be going up a little bit. Short round saying, Zach, will you do YAA merch? Sure. Yeah. I'll work on that this weekend because we got the mugs, which are nice. We need new t-shirts. So thanks for mentioning that short round, giving me a little impetus to do it. Now, Pops.
Yes.
I know your headphones aren't nearby, but can you look confused?
Yeah. Really? You gotta be kidding me.
Now, generally speaking, we both look confused.
Yeah.
I'm confused over this one.
Yes.
This comes from our dear friend Alex.
Yes.
Alaska Sound Guy. Thanks for sending this. And it comes by way of Alaska's news source.
Yes.
Dealer's GPS.
They only have one, apparently.
Dealer's GPS disabler leaves drivers stranded 2 years after paying off their car.
Yes.
What the heck happened here, Pops?
Well, a lot of dealers, a lot of used car dealers, and a lot of dealers that deal with people that have less than stellar credit, equip the cars with devices that keep track of where the car is, and that they can disable the car. They can stop it from working if the person stopped making the payments.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's. Thankfully, I never worked in any dealerships where we installed any of those things.
Yeah.
But dealers do, because they need to protect their investment, especially if it's like a buy here, pay here lot.
Yeah, that's probably very common there.
Yeah, you need if the person your credit is your job. Yeah, well, but if you stop paying, they want to know where the car is. They want to be able to disable it, and they want to be able to pick it up, because that's where they're making their money. So a lot of dealerships out there have these devices on them that they can disable the vehicles. Now, this particular gentleman, he had paid off the car 2 years earlier, and he was driving, going from, what was it, Georgia through Alabama or something, and the car just stopped, wouldn't start, and he had to tow the vehicle. He had to take it to a mechanic. He had to rent a hotel room. The mechanic determined that this disabler device is what caused the issue. And once he removed the device, lo and behold, you could start the car again.
It's insane.
Now, the dealer that he bought it from said, well, this is impossible. The company that made the device said, well, once the deactivation code is sent out, it can't ever happen again. But nobody can explain it. And eventually, once the TV station got involved, well, lo and behold, the dealer reimbursed the customer for the $483 that it cost them for the hotel, the food, and getting the car running again.
A perfect example of really, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Now, super proud of one other thing that we've got going on. Well, two other things, actually. Click on buying.
What do we have going on?
We got nationwide search.
Okay.
So if you want to search nationwide,
yes,
you can actually see we've got nearly 3 million vehicles. But if I do 2,000 miles from us, I'll get a different number because that's how that works. There you go. So we've got nationwide search on the Join YAA car search. Also, we shipped finally the extended warranty quote where you don't have to give us your email address. Okay. There is no information. We're the only people on the internet or ever, I think, that have done this. So you plug in the information, your make, model, or you can just put your VIN in if you have that.
Yes.
The estimated mileage that's currently on the vehicle.
Yes.
Choose what state you're in. California, we are coming so soon.
Yes.
And then you get your quote. Again, if you want to give your email, that's simply so that you can then save the quote and have record of it. But it's all right here for you. You can even add business use, your lifted tire kit. You can change the term. Use this as a way to quote shop. It's easy. It's simple. If you've got questions about the YA extended warranty, you've got interest in meeting with our team, just scroll down to the bottom. You can schedule a call with us as well, or just call in on the phone.
I
number.
have a call scheduled with Kimberly today at 4.
You're a good man, Bob.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to talk about warranties per se, but we are going to talk about what we're going to talk about tomorrow.
We've got Marlene saying add an option for RAV4 hybrid on the search. Yep, 100%. Continue to send us your feedback.
Yes.
All I can ask for is to continue to send us your feedback so we can make it better. Ronnie wants to know how much is a YA membership. Well, today, through a week from today,
yes.
Face itchy. Today, through a week from today, we actually have 20% off, Ronnie. The best deal would be to do the annual membership. Use the 20% off code for luck. That'll take that $99 a year down to $79, $72, $74, $79.
It's $20 off.
Just type in
just a tad under $20 off.
Luck, hit apply, and you get your premium membership. Pops.
Yes.
We got work to do.
Now, if it's the monthly membership,
it'll still take it down 20%.
Yeah, which is $19.99 a month. So take it down about $2.
Yeah.
About $17.99 a month.
No, Pops, we like legitimately we have work to do. We are on a quest.
Yeah.
By tomorrow.
Yeah.
Can we hit 1 million TikTok? Okay. You're not following us on TikTok. I'm getting my dad on here more and more.
May I say something?
Please say something.
And I'm not following us on TikTok, but I'm an old man. I don't even know what TikTok is.
Search my name on TikTok, Zach Shepsky. You'll find us. One of ours with my dad actually has 1.5 million views of you, Dad.
Stop it.
1.5 million.
Really? Why would anybody watch this?
I don't know.
Okay, good.
So anyway, follow on TikTok. We're trying to get to 1 million likes by the weekend. We'll see.
Wow.
All right, Pops, shall we call it a show?
TikTok.
Oh, Freddie says, what happens if we want to cancel membership once we are done? Yeah, 100%. Please do. Sign up for the monthly if you want to cancel. If you sign up for the annual after a month, then you're in. You're in for the year. Again. Sorry. Sign up for the month if you want to cancel. Most people cancel after they buy the car. It's totally understand. We're actually working on a My Garage feature. Leon says put Ray in a bikini. I don't think so. Yeah, we're working on a My Garage feature where we're going to be able to.
I'll do just about anything for business, but me in a bikini is off limits.
Ronnie, post in the forum. If there's a free forum and a premium forum, post in the forum and we'll help you out there, or join tomorrow's show and we can spend some time there. How do you cancel? You can literally cancel in your account, or you can just call us, or you can email us. You can text me, man. We'll make sure you're good.
Wow.
Oh, you should post a link to your TikTok. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah. How's anybody going to know to TikTok if you don't post a link?
All right, let's get back to work.
Okay.
Got to put you on camera.
What camera?
My iPhone, because that's how we do TikToks.
Okay, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, I'll be making another guest appearance on Zach's TikTok in our quest for 1 million likes.
I will pay to not see Ray in a bikini. All right. Thanks, everyone. See you
Thank
tomorrow.
I'll take that money.
See you guys.
See you all tomorrow at noon.